The Houston Texans need help, and they got some in free agency with a couple of nice signings, including Denzel Perriman earlier today. And I know what some of you are probably going to say in the comment section of that video. Well, why didn't you mention that? Because it just happened today, okay? We did that video this morning, and then it broke a little bit later this morning. So very happy about the signing. I think that's going to be a fantastic get for the Texans, but I think they've still got a lot getting left to do, especially in the draft. And today we're going to do that getting in our latest mock draft for the Houston Texans. There's a lot of different things I want to cover with this one, so I hope to do a good one, and we'll see how it all ends up. We did look at some of the comments we got from our last Texans mock draft. I think the only one was, hey, maybe see if we can try to get somebody other than Quentin Johnston at 12, but I agree with that to a degree, so we'll see what we can do. So 7-round mock draft, high speed, low drag, public versus PFF. I try to do PFF because I believe more in what they and how they see some of these players. Care for position of value, as well as drafting for needs, are both relatively high, as well as a little bit of randomness, because you need it. You need it in your life, and it's always going to happen in the draft. So let's go ahead and just get started here. So right off the bat, the Panthers go with Bryce Young. I mean, I don't think it's that much of a shock. Everybody at this point, I think, kind of feels that that's probably where this is going to go. After that is where things get interesting. So the Texans, I think that are, you just signed Laramie Tunsil to an extension. You have some really good building pieces like Damian Pierce and Kenyon Green. So there's some things here you can build around your future franchise quarterback with. Now, I'm going to go C.J. Stroud here, but C.J. Stroud represents who the future quarterback is going to be for the Houston Texans, and I don't think it's that hard of a decision because I do think Stroud is the more ready player out of all these players. So then we get into here to 12. Now, I think specifically at 12, you could go with Christian Gonzalez, Kalijah Cansey. You need some help along with that defensive line, but I think it really would help out the Texans to trade down. I really do. Who wants to trade with me? So, I want to go around to that 20 range. So the Seahawks want to give 20. So for 12, you got to give me your 2, 4. What about a 2 and a 4 to move down 8 spots? Come on, that's a good trade offer. Thank you. Okay, so 2 and a 4. We move down here, and things get interesting. Kalijah Cansey went. It is what it is there, but, wait. So Jordan Addison and Brian Bressie are still here. Could we make a move for both of these fellas? I think we could. Get the Chargers on the phone. What up, Chargers? How you doing? So I will give you the second. 2, 3 is too much. What about 2, 4, 4? 2, 4, 4, 4, 21. Not great value, but we'll try it. You sure? Okay. So 2, 4, 4 there. 2, 3, but you got to give me a 4 to make it worth it. So we get 1 and a 4 to give him 2 and a 3. I like the value there. Cool. So we have now back-to-back picks for the Texans. I think that the Texans are the most ready team to be, or like the most equipped team to go up and get a third first-round pick, and I love it. So right now you're in a spot where, hey, you got essentially back-to-back picks because the Dolphins messed up. That's the best way to put it. So right now you get Brian Bressie as well as Jordan Addison to help you out at number 1. And honestly, I love this. I think that these two guys are going to make a big difference for your offense. You get a number 1 wide receiver. And yes, I know we covered who they signed in free agency, but yeah, Jordan Addison at wide receiver, Brian Bressie along your defensive line, and things are looking up. So now you get into the second round here. My only thing is I would like to go O'Cyrus Torrence. Nobody wants to trade. Come on. I want to go O'Cyrus Torrence here, but I also want to see what I can do because I want to get the best. I want to get the best center and guard left in this draft. I really do. So I want to go down to 40. So for 33, you got to give me 71. You got to give me 146. Is that a 5? Yeah, it's a 5. No. Who's a little bit better equipped? Ooh, the Raiders. Cool. So the Raiders, you guys can come up. We will give us a 3. No, they won't give us a 3. 4, 4. I like that, though. I do like that. Offer the trade 4, 4. Nice. So we trade down from 33 to 38, and you get 2 4th-round picks for it. You only move down 5 spots. I love it in the second, and I think that really does help us when we want to trade back up here. So who went while we were gone? So we were at We were at 33. They took Osiris Torrance. Fine. I really like Osiris Torrance going to the Raiders there. But so I'm going to trade back up to 39. What up, Panthers? You know you want some more draft ammo, and I've got a 3 4. A 3 4. 4. So I got 3 4 future 3. Give me 145 for a 5th. Cool. So I got back-to-back. I got 3 first-round picks. We got 2 seconds. You get Steve Avila there, who honestly can play guard or center. I think he's probably going to be better at right guard. And then, yes, you get your pick, wherever you really want him to play. Now, here we are. D-line, we got it taken care of. Joe Tippmann. Do we go Joe Tippmann and Steve Avila there just to take care of it? Like, just straight up. Yeah, we'll go Joe Tippmann. So you essentially, you kind of button up this offensive line for your rookie quarterback. You also get your number 1 wide receiver. You get some help along the defensive line groom. Yeah, I really like this. You get 3 first-round picks, 2 seconds, and yes, you still got a lot of draft ammo left to go here. So really like how this is all turning out. So down in the lower end of the 3rd round, Tyjae Spears, Blake Freeland's there, Luke Schoonmaker, Jacqueline Roy. I mean, just the harsh reality of it is the Texans need help. They just need help. So I'm going to go Jaylon Jones. He's the BPA right there, and that's what you're in the position you're at, that you can just go BPA. I love it. Defensively, JL Skinner. Can you imagine JL Skinner and them just being there? Ooh. Jair Brown. Zach Pickens along that D line would be straight up nay. Straight up nasty is the best way to put it. JL Skinner, though, I know he's not a need. Like, safety's not a need. I know you got Jalen Pitre and company, and I know that you got a holdover. I'm just thinking out loud here. I apologize. I know you brought in another safety, the safety from the 49ers. I'm blanking on the top of my head, but do we not even bother? Did we just go Ivan Pace? No, Deuce Vaughn is there. Like, who do we need? Like, they just need straight up help along the deal. Ooh. Zach Harrison. Colby Wooden. I really like me some Zach Harrison. I think he just screams of what it's going to be a Texan. Yep. Okay, cool. So 123, 125, 145. So, you've got your running backs there set. Zach Pickens is good to go. Caillou Blue Kelly. Andrew Voorhees. And I know that safety's not a need because Jalen Pitre and company is going to be there. Jartavius Martin. Jonah Tavai. Do we want to go tackle here? Just see if we can help out kind of this O-line room. Like, I know, again, you've got Laramie Tunsil at left tackle, but, I mean, it never hurts to have another quality guy that you could, just have there to see what he can do. Because we got back-to-back picks here. So, you know what? I know safety is not a need, but I don't even know. This is tough. Because Jalen Pitre is going to be a stud for a while. Ronnie Hickman can sit on the bench for this year and do some different things. Plus, you're going to get Steen at tackle. Yes, so you helped out this offensive line. You helped out this secondary. This D-line is looking nasty. Let's see. Owen Papo, too. Yep, Owen Papo. Owen Papo at linebacker because, yes, I know you signed Denzel Perriman, but he's only here for a year, okay? But I would like to see what you can get out of Owen Papo. Sterling Thomas. Henry Toyo, Tony Amafi, Luke Haggard, love it. Xavier Hutchinson, is he still here? Because I know we got wide receiver already, but now we're down into the 5th round. And Xavier Hutchinson, if he's still there, oh, he's gone. He's gone. Dontavian. Wicks is gone. Okay, fine. Sterling Thomas, Juice Scruggs. Do we want to double down on center? Maybe not. Emil Ekiyor. Do like me some Dylan Horton. I think we can get him at 188. So, again, I know that Damian Pierce and company is going to be pretty good. Also, you brought in Mike Boone, who I'm really excited about. But Eric Gray's just sitting there at running back. Like, I know that, Dameon Pierce is going to be that dude for a couple of years, but having another back, well, no, you just signed, no, Mike Boone, you just signed him. Stop it, Colton. I'm getting too picky here. I'm going to go wide receiver. Going wide receiver. Who we got? Oh, Ronnie Bell, Dontavian Wicks. Ronnie Bell is... Whoops. I'm going Eric Gray. Oh, stop it. Eric Gray. I'm going Eric Gray. No, I'm not. Just kidding. I can't decide because this is just like this board did not, especially towards the later portion of this. I'll go Eric Gray. Okay, I know you got 3 running backs now, but I mean, two of those guys are going to be gone in a year, are going to be gone in a couple of years. Dameon Pierce, he had a couple of injuries. Never hurts to have another guy there that can pick up the slack. Is Dylan Horton still there? No, he left. Fine. Benton Cox. I'll go. Let's see, Ronnie Bell. I think we can pick up Elijah Higgins a little bit later on. So right now, tight end Josh Weil out of Cincinnati. You're hoping he is the next Travis Kelce, which I know is definitely lofty, but hey, it's worth a shot. Elijah Higgins. I've been high on Elijah Higgins this entire draft. Getting him here in the 6th round I think is tremendous value. Plus, I do think he's going to be a lot of fun. He's a big-bodied receiver that can go up and get the football. You love to see it. Now, linebacker D. Winters, Cameron Latu, corner. Ricky Stromberg, Ali Gay, Malik Cunningham. I'm going to go Malik Cunningham because I know you got getting a quarterback in the 1st round with the 2nd overall pick and then also getting another guy that like, hey, he's here. Like, you can just see what you got in him. I really like what he did at the combine, really showed off strong, did a lot of good things. I definitely think it makes a lot of sense to pull the trigger on a later round quarterback. Ryan Greenhagen. Britton Strange. We got tight end taken care of. Maxwell. Muhammad Ibrahim. Jaron Hall. Jadakis. I'm going Ryan Greenhagen. He's going to be a guy that comes in special teams for you, does a lot of different things. I really like what I see out of Ryan Greenhagen. And then finally at 260, finishing this whole thing up, where do we want to go? Tyrus Wheat. Oh, yeah. Okay, Tyrus Wheat's upside is out of this world, so this makes a lot of sense. You really help out the defensive line. Probably a little too much to a fault, but we'll get into all of it right now. Here we go. So first, right off the bat, yes, C.J. Stroud, getting him at number 2. He's going to be that dude for a little bit. He's just an absolute stud. I think you got to build around him and get as many pieces as you can around him and have fun from there. So then you trade down from 12 to 20. You get a 2-4 for it, and that helps you kind of trade back up into the 1st round. So you get Brian Bressie at 20, which I think is fantastic value, who was regarded as literally probably the 1st or 2nd best defensive lineman in this draft. You get him at 20, fantastic value. Jordan Addison is undervalued and is probably going to be that way in the NFL. I think he is everything you want. There were times at USC last year that he absolutely took over. So in the 2nd round, that's where things got fun. So we had 3 first-round picks. We had 2 seconds with Steve Avila as well as Joe Tippmann. We really shored up that offensive line with those 2 guys. I think that's a solid get for both of them. Again, I think that you've already got Laramie Tunsil. I think Kenyon Green is going to come in and do his thing. Steve Avila, Joe Tippmann, really to help out, shore up those, get some young guys in there. Some guys are just going to be maulers. They're going to protect C.J. Stroud. I love it. And then in the secondary, Jaylon Jones here in the 3rd. I think it makes a lot of sense. Great value. I love the just going to get him and getting some help for Derek Stingley Jr. and company. Zach Harrison, he's going to be a fantastic edge rusher. There's a lot of tools to work with. I definitely think he's a solid pick here. Ronnie Hickman, I know, again, that safety is not a huge need, but Ronnie Hickman is a guy that I think can sit behind, some of the veterans you got at the safety position, and I think he could do some. Like Ronnie Hickman and Jalen Pitre is going to be nasty for a long time. Tyler Steen at tackle, I think he's a guy that is most likely suited for right tackle, and I think he could potentially be your starter at right tackle. That's how high I think of Tyler Steen. I think you just got to clean up some of the, some of the hand placement, some of the footwork, and I think he could be a very good starting right tackle for you. Owen Papo in the 5th round. I know linebacker's not a huge need. You did pick up a couple of guys in free agency, but also Denzel Perriman, he's going to be there for a year. So I think Owen Papo, giving him a year just to kind of sit behind some veterans is definitely a good move. Eric Gray, you've already got Dameon Pierce and you've got Mike Boone. I understand it, but Mike Boone's only a 2-year contract. Dameon Pierce was injured a lot last year, so having a guy that could be your bell cow running back is definitely not another bad thing to happen, or another bad thing to have, excuse me. Josh Wild, the tight end out of Cincinnati, really like his blocking ability and a lot of different things I've seen from him. I think he could step in right away and be somebody that could potentially be a weapon down the line. 6th round, Elijah Higgins. I have been high on Elijah Higgins this entire time. I felt he's one of those guys that, quite honestly, he didn't get the biggest chances at Stanford because you got Tanner McKee there. That offense never really came together. He's a big-bodied wide receiver. If him and C.J. Stroud can really get with it early, they could be a lot of fun. Malik Cunningham, a couple picks later in the 6th round. Quarterback, he's got a lot of upside. He's got a live arm. I think really he showed out at the combine of what he can do with some of these other top quarterback prospects. Getting him in the 6th round, I think, is tremendous value. Ryan Greenhagen, the linebacker out of Fordham. He's probably a UDFA 7th rounder as kind of a best-case scenario, but I really love his heart. I love his hustle. I think he's going to be a fantastic special teams piece. Might even sneak into being a starter someday. And then Tyrus Wheat, you really like his upside, what he brings to you, what he could be in the future. And I think he's going to be a guy you're going to want to take a flyer on or at least get into your building. But that's it. That is our latest Houston Texans mock draft. I think you really buttoned this roster together. You got a lot of defensive pieces, for D'Amico Ryans and company. I think it really comes together very well. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about our Houston Texans mock draft post-free agency edition.